Hello and welcome again to this new class of English 1 Masters of the Present. I'm really happy to be sharing with you guys again. Thank you so much for your punctuality. I hope that you are ready because today we're going to be learning something new, but also reviewing what we have learned during the course. This is our very last class from the course, so please pay attention and enjoy the class. If you have any questions, make sure to send them via the forms included in the description so that we can answer your questions, okay? So again, welcome to class number 6 from English 1, Masters of the Present. Please make sure to have your notes ready, your pencil, your markers, your crayons, everything you need so that we are taking notes and learning what we have to discuss today. All right? So let's begin by reviewing. Okay, in this course, we learned about verb be or verb to be. Remember that verb be is going to have the forms is, are, am. In negative, is not, are not, am not, and isn't, aren't as their contractions. Verb be is used for description. So I am happy, you are excited, we are students, they are teachers, we are doctors, right? That is what we use the verb be for. Descriptions. We are not sad. We are not angry. She is not a nurse. I am not a doctor, right? So that is verb be. This is one topic that we learned throughout these English 1 Masters of the Present. It's really important that you continue practicing. Remember, you learn something, but you put it into practice, right? You try to identify it in real life. That's what you need. So we are going to start by reviewing verb be. And for that, I need you to please take the form that is in the description, okay? So this one is verb be review. All right, so we are going to start by completing some sentences just for you to remember, okay? Remember about verb to be. So complete the following sentence. He, a lawyer. He am, he is, or he are. They, young. Negative. They am not, they isn't, they aren't young. What will be the correct description? She is a student. Change into question. Is she a student? She is a student. Are she a student? Answer the following question. Are they focused? Concentrated. Are they focused? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. If you have any questions regarding verb to be, please let me know in this space. All right? Okay, so we are going to be waiting for your answers. Thank you so much for participating with us today. Okay, very good, very good. Excellent. Great job, thank you. So do you have any questions? No? Verb be is super simple. Yes, right? Exactly, perfect. Okay, so I'm receiving your answers. Excellent, great job, great job. Remember, right, if you want to ask a question, right, you say it first, the verb be, then the person or the pronoun, and then, right, this adjective or maybe profession or any other type of word, a noun mostly or an adjective that could match, right? Focused, concentrated, right? That you're paying attention. That is focused. That you're concentrating, that you're paying attention, okay? That is focused. Hello, good morning to you. Yeah, it's our very last class, but hopefully we will have a continuity. Okay, thank you, very good. All right, so no questions, no questions. If you have any questions regarding verb be, please ask them now. Okay, so, okay, excellent. So you are masters of verb be right now. So I am happy, I am sad, I am married, I am not single, I am not a mom. She is my sister, she is not my sister. Are you excited? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. Okay, very good. So verb be is already mastered. Great job, guys. Okay, simple present. That's the following. All right, so what do we need to remember about simple present? Well, simple present has do and does as their auxiliary verbs. We can use do not and does not in the negative, and don't and doesn't are its contractions. We use simple present, simple present to talk about action, all right? Action that is going to tell us routines, habits, things that happen in your life frequently, and that there are facts, okay? So that is the simple present. So remember, she likes, she doesn't like. We love, we don't love. We run, we don't run. She swims. She doesn't swim. Does she swim fast? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. All right. So remember, this is what we need to remember about simple present. It's going to talk about facts. It's going to talk about routines, habits, things that happen in your life every day or with certain frequency. And we are going to use the third person, he, she, it. Whenever you add an action, you're going to add the s, right? Or the yes. He watches TV. He uses his cell phone. He doesn't use his cell phone, for example, right? So that is what we need to have in mind. Does he read books? No reads because does has the s already, right? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do you play the piano? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Right? So that is the simple present. Okay. So we are going to use the form. All right. So complete the following sentence. He a letter. He writes, he write, or he wrote. They eat vegetables. They doesn't, they do, or they don't. She sings at school. Let's change it to question. Does she sing at school? Do, do she sing at school? Does she sings at school? And do they read books at night? Look at the picture. Yes, they do. No, they don't. So if you have any questions in regards to simple present, please make sure to ask them in the form. Okay? All right, so I see some answers. Thank you, very good. Writes. Exactly, because it's he. He writes. He writes. I think in the description, the forms were the other way around, but look for the one that says simple present. Okay, simple present. Very good, writes. Exactly. Writes because it's he. They don't because it's negative. They don't. No, doesn't. Don't because it's they. Two people. Two people, right? They don't. Remember, doesn't is only for he, she, it. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't. I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't. Right? So we need to be really careful with that. Really, really careful. Okay. All right. Nice to have you here as well. Thank you. Okay. We're going to learn about that today, but it's not singular nor plural, right? It doesn't have any variation in singular or plural because it's not going to have a number, right? It's only going to be describing the possession, right? But we're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? My family, my cell phones, right? They apply for both. They apply for both. Okay, very good, very good. Does she sing? Exactly. Does she sing at school? Does she sing at school? And do they read books at night? No, they don't. They sing, they dance. They dance. Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you. So remember, maybe we are not masters in simple present, but we have the idea, right? We have the idea, so it is up to us so that we can continue practicing. All right, make sure to continue practicing. Remember, actions: run, jump, write, listen, call, bark, like my dog right now, draw, sing, dance, sleep, watch, wash, right? They are actions. So we're going to combine the action to the person. And if it's he, she, or it, we are going to put an S, right, in affirmative. And then if it's negative, we use don't or doesn't. And if it's a question, we're going to use do or does, right? So that is what we have in simple present. I'm super happy that you got it. Still continue practicing. Remember, continue practicing. All of this is coming in your exam, of course. But the main point is that you are able to apply it in your real life, right? Not only for the exam, oh yeah, that's the answer, but that you can say, I like pizza, or I love English, or I love my mom, or I don't know, right? Something that is a fact for you, or something that you do every day. I take a shower. My sister loves movies, or my husband loves me, or my cell phone rings every Saturday. I don't know. So you are able to make some sentences. That's what matters. That you're able to apply what we are discussing. Okay, so let me just check if there are any questions before we move on. Like any additional questions? Let's see. Okay. No. No. Do, you, we, they, I. I do, we do, they do. All right. Does, he, she, it. Does she, does he, does it. Okay. All right. So remember, does is the third person because it's do plus the es. Right? That's the clue. Do, does. He, she, it, does. The S. Right? Very good. Let me check if there are other questions here. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to see what we can do. The thing is that everything is here in, in YouTube, right? But I'll see what I can do. Okay. All right, let's see. No more questions. No? Okay. Excellent. So continue applying simple present. All right, then we have present progressive. Right, present progressive. Basically, we are going to use the verb be again. Is, are, am. Is not, are not, am not in the case of negative. And for the contractions, isn't, aren't. What is the difference? That we're not going to add a description, right? Only a description with a noun or an adjective, but a gerund, all right? So gerunds mean ing verbs. So that is the present progressive. What is happening right now in this moment? I am listening to music. I am paying attention. I am cooking. We are reading. Okay. We are not driving. They are not playing the piano. All right, so those are sentences in present progressive. Things that are happening in this specific moment and that are going to combine action and description, right? So the verb be with an action verb in ing ending, all right? So that is what we have. So also we have a practice for that, a review, so make sure to complete it here in the description. The contract, he is authorized, he is authorizing, he are authorizing. What is the correct one? They are remember, they is remembering, they are remembering old times. She is preparing for the test. Is she preparing for the test? She is preparing for the test. Are she preparing for the test? Are they playing tennis? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. If you have any questions in regards to present progressive, make sure to write them here. Okay, so this is the combination of both. Okay, the combination. All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you. So is authorizing because it's an ing verb. Are remembering, exactly. Is she preparing? That's right. Yes, they are. They are playing tennis, right? Yes, they are. Okay. Let's see. I'm glad that you're learning. I'm really happy about that. That's the point. Okay. All right. So everything clear? This one is really simple, right? Only that we remember about ing. Remembering, playing, swimming, watching, drinking, reading, calling. I got too excited. All right. Okay, so just make sure to remember that these includes ing verbs. Okay, ing verbs, and of course the verb to be. All right. Okay, very good. Excellent. So you are masters of verb be, you are masters of present progressive, and you are already knowers, maybe not masters, but knowers of the simple present. So remember, everything is about practice. You continue practicing, then you're going to know more. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand the material is here too, right? But it's, yeah, only in the video. Only in the video. Okay. Auxiliaries in gerunds. The auxiliary is going to be verb to be, right? That is the auxiliary for gerunds, right? So I am drinking soda. She is playing tennis. And we are, I don't know, watching TV. All right. So yeah, the gerunds, their auxiliary is going to be verb to be. Verb to be. Okay, let's see. Yes, exactly. Present progressive, every single day is going to be ing. Because that's why we call it progressive. That is happening in this moment. Yes, all the verbs are going to get ing. Every verb, no exception. If we are talking in the progressive. Okay, so every single verb in the world is going to get ing. All right. Okay, very good. Excellent. So that is what you master until now. Great job, guys. You're doing great. All right, so we are going to add up a little to our knowledge. Okay, so if we see this course, we've taken only 6 classes, but I hope that you have a lot of vocabulary because you had your picture dictionary, and also the first class was mostly about vocabulary, and also that you are able to construct your own sentences in the present, right? So we are going to add up some details that I think I'm missing. All right, so we are going to be talking about WH question words, some, There are more, but we're going to check 4. And possessive adjectives. Okay, so that is related to the question some of you were doing in regards to my, your, their, etc. Okay, so we are going to be checking possessive adjectives and WH question words. That is the topic for today in the attendance. Okay, remember, topic for today in English 1, WH words and possessive adjectives. Okay, that is what we are going to be checking. Let's say from 0 a little. Okay, all right, so let's get started. We know how to do it. Let's have our brain ready for new information. All right. Okay, so we are going to start with possessive adjectives. So the first thing that we need to understand is what is possession, right? So possession is something that belongs to a person. It's something that has a belonging or that is, let's say, connected to another, right? Another person or another thing, for example. Okay, so we need to understand possessive adjectives. Possessive that belongs to something that has a connection. And adjectives that are going to describe characteristics. Remember? Happy, sad. Okay. So those are adjectives. And possessive that they have a connection, that they belong to something else. Okay. So we have possessive adjectives and they belong to the pronouns. They are connected. Right? So we know that we have 8 pronouns. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. And you in singular and plural. Right? So the possessive adjectives are going to be giving possession to that pronoun. Right? Are going to be related to that pronoun. And they're going to be describing this possession. So for I, we are going to use my. So we can say my car, my house, my mom, my sister. This in singular and plural, right? So I can say my sisters, my cars, right? So it is correct because my is only going to be describing the possession. Okay, that's what they are used for. All right, so they give possession, they describe possession. So my car, I know that it belongs to me. Right? So I am Rosie. My car is red. Right? So I know that that car belongs to me, to Rosie. Okay? So my car, my house, my mom, my sister. You, its possessive adjective is your. Okay? So your book, your class, your daughter, to you, right? It belongs to you. And you can say it in plural or singular. Your classes, your daughters, right? Your is always going to be the same, right? Doesn't matter if it's singular or if it's plural. It's the same, right? Because it's your, it's giving possession. Then the noun, right? The object or the person, that can change. And it can be singular or plural, depending on you want to say, right? What is it that you want to say? We have we. So the possessive adjective for we is our homework, our cake, our family. All right, so you can say our cakes, our cars, our books, our sisters. All right, so our is going to give possession to we. They, their cell phone, their imagination, their house, their books. Okay, that is what we have. He, his bike, his talents, his sister, his wife. It belongs to him. All right. She, her husband, her laptop, her smile, her pens, right? It belongs to her. Its house, its food, its marker, its brother. It belongs to that company, maybe, that animal, maybe, because it's it, right? So its house, its food, its marker, its brother. So this part, right, the possessive adjectives, they are going to complement. They are going to make your sentences more specific. And we need to know how to apply these words. My, your, our, their, his, her, and its. Okay, they refer to the pronoun. They refer to the pronoun. The only thing is that they are not pronouns. They are possessive adjectives, descriptions of the possession, right? That is what it means. Okay, so this is important. So you have it in mind. We have here an exercise. So we're going to complete the exercise. And if you have questions or you didn't understand, feel free to tell me. Okay? All right, so read the statement and choose a possessive adjective. She is Pamela and Samantha is sister. So what is the correct possessive adjective? My sister, his sister, her sister, our sister, their sister, or your sister, based on the picture, right? Because we can have more than one correct answer, right? But we're going to focus on the picture. So this is Pamela, let's say, and this is Samantha. Okay, so we're going to talk about Samantha in relation to Pamela, all right? Okay, I'm Martin. This is pencil. I'm Martin. So this is my, his, her, our, their, or your pencil. We are the winners. This is trophy. So yeah, I think that's misspelled. Don't pay attention to that one. Right? So we are going to say my trophy, his trophy, her trophy, our trophy, their trophy, or your trophy. Okay, so what is it that, how is it that we're going to say it? Trophy is with PH. Okay, not like that. Hey, Susie, is this lunch? My lunch, his lunch, her lunch, our lunch, their lunch, or your lunch. Okay. All right, so let's try to complete it. And if you have any questions, you let me know. Okay, please complete it. And we're going to be checking your answers. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad that you're happy. Okay, very good. So her, her sister. Exactly, her sister. There is more than one answer that could be correct, right? Because I can say my sister, your sister, right? But if we're talking about this specific person, that in this case was Pamela, okay, that's what we say, her sister. Very good. Okay, my, I'm Martin. This is my pencil. Exactly. His pencil, yes, if we say he is Martin, right? I'm looking at Martin. But because Martin was saying the sentence, we have to say my pencil, exactly. Okay, the trophy. Trophy is spelled Trophy. Okay, so we are the winners. We are the winners. So our, exactly. This is our trophy. There is also correct if you're checking, right? If you're like, they won. Yeah, that's their trophy, right? Their trophy because you're checking. But if we are talking because we have it in our hands, we say our, right? Our trophy. Very good. And hey, Susie, is this your? Your. Why your? Because you're talking to Susie, right? So Susie, you. Rosie, I, right? So is this your lunch? Because you're talking to Susie, right? In front of Susie. Okay, very good. Excellent. It's, this one is the possessive adjective, right? So possessive adjective. It's with apostrophe is a contraction for it is, right? So it's possessive adjective. It's with apostrophe, right? Is going to be it is, but in the contraction, like to say it shorter. Okay, very good. Let's see. Our. Some people could say or. Remember that pronunciation depends on the state, even in the United States, and it depends on the country because we have American accent, we have British accent, we have Australian accent, right? So there are going to be different pronunciations for some words because they are going to depend on the country, the place, right? Mine tends to be American, but there, for example, if you're talking to a British person, he or she's going to have maybe a different pronunciation, right? Doesn't make it incorrect. It's simply that it belongs to a different region, right? To a different location. Okay. All right. So it's. Let's pretend I have my dog, right? Oh yeah, my dog, Manchi. Okay, so Manchi. This is food for Manchi. So I'm going to say it's food. Why it's food? Because this food belongs to Manchi, right? So it's food. Or maybe, there is a monkey. Okay, there is a monkey, and then you see a banana, right? Then it's a banana that the monkey is eating. Okay, so you can say it's banana, right? It's banana because it belongs to the monkey, right? Or if we talk about, let's say, a company, right? A company, for example, let's talk about a restaurant, right? It's a restaurant and you're eating soup. Okay, so it's soup because you're referring to this specific restaurant, right? So remember, it is going to be for objects and for animals, right? So if you're referring to something that belongs to an animal or something that belongs to an object, maybe a company, for example, as well, you can say it's, right? Because it belongs to that company. Okay, our, and you can say or too, right? It depends on the place, but I say our. Okay, this is its house. Yes, you can say this is its house, but you're referring to an animal or to an object or to a thing or to a company, right? Exactly. That's correct. Okay, this, something that you have really close to you and it's one thing. Okay. Not necessarily. She is my mom. My sister is beautiful, right? So it depends. Like they don't compete. They are different elements, right? So personal pronouns, I, she, he, they. Possessive adjectives, her, your, his, right? Different elements. It's not like you're going to replace one with the other. No, they are different elements and you're going to apply them according to what you're wanting to say, right? Okay, let's see if there are more questions. My mom, my dad is going to be with, not with adjectives, right? But with nouns mostly. You can combine it with with adjectives, but if you are talking about a specific object, right? So for example, this is my pink water bottle, right? My pink water bottle. But I'm talking about the water bottle, right? So this is my water bottle, right? So it's pink, my pink water bottle, right? Or, sorry, I don't only have pink things, but pink pen, right? So my pink pen or her pink pen. But mostly the possessive adjectives, my, your, his, her, we're going to use them with nouns, right? So animals, people, things, places. My hotel, my house, okay? Its brother, okay, so maybe they are two monkeys, right? So, or two cats, or two dogs, right? So one dog can have a brother, right? So they are going to be siblings still. Okay, no more questions? No, no, okay. Excellent. Well, those were the possessive adjectives. All right, very good. Let's continue with the next topic. Okay, remember, try to make your own examples, work on your brain, continue practicing. That's the point. We are going to talk about WH question words. Okay, so I need you to please have that in mind. We have these words and we are going to be applying them for questions. Okay, so for example, I can say, do you like pizza? Or is your mom happy? Or are they playing soccer? Right, so those are the questions that we managed until today. But now we are going to add this WH word. So this WH word is going to add information. It's going to be asking for more information because whenever you say, is your mom sick? Yes, she is. No, she isn't, right? That's it. But in WH question words, when we add them to the questions, they are going to be requesting for more details, more information. That is what we are going to check. Okay, all right, so let's start with the first one. What? We use what to ask about specific things, animals, situations, or people. Some examples. What are you cooking? I am cooking pepián. Right, so what? It's asking for a thing or for a situation right? So what are you cooking? I am cooking pepián. What are you learning? I am learning English. What are you studying? I am studying biology, right? Or law. I don't know. Right? So it's asking for a specific situation. What color is the pot? The pot is gray. Right? So what is the pot? Is this one, right? So what color is the pot? The pot is gray. What color is your house? My house is green. What color is your cell phone? My cell phone is pink, right? So what color? What are? What do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? I like to eat traditional food. What do you like to listen to? I like to listen to classical music. What do you eat for breakfast? I eat cereal, right? So it's going to be asking for more information, right? So no, yes, no, right? Yes, no, those were in like the first sentences that you learned, right? In the past, okay, excellent. Yes, no. Now we are learning to add more information. Okay, so we are going to be applying the WH word according to the information that we want to share or that we want to know. in case we are asking, right? So we have a normal question, for example, is she happy, right? Or is she playing, for example? So we can say, what is she playing? Right? So what is she playing? Ah, she's playing basketball, or she's playing Call of Duty, right? So what is going to ask for more information? And we are going to add what or any other WH word at the beginning, right? So it's going to be the first element, okay? All right, so that's what. Then we have where. Where is going to ask about a place or a position. So where is he going? He is going home. Where do you walk? I walk in the park. Where is the restaurant? It is in Antigua. Right? So you're going to ask for the place or for the position. Right? So where is Guatemala? It is in Central America. Right? For example. So where is going to ask for the place? What is going to ask for things, animals, situations, or people that are more specific, right? So for example, what is your name? My name is Rosie, right? Where do you live? I live in Guatemala, right? So what? Specific details about things, animals, situations, or people. Where, place, position, location, okay? So that is what and where. You're going to go to when, all right? So when is going to ask about moment, about time, about occasion, all right? So when is the party? It is next week. When is she traveling? She is traveling on Tuesday. When does he live? He lives on Sunday. So when, the time, the moment, the occasion. So when is your birthday? My birthday is on November 15th, right? November 15th. When is your mom's birthday? My mom's birthday is on September 7th. Okay, so when, the time, the moment, all right? And finally, we have who. Who is going to ask about a person or people, right, in plural. Who are you calling? I am calling my dad. Who do you admire? I admire my mom. Who is your mom? She is Susan. Right? So those are the WH words. Okay, so they are more, right? But for this class and for this course, we're only going to focus on these four. What, when, where, and who. Okay, so those are the ones. What, where, when, and who. And you're going to be able to apply them according to what you want to ask. If you want to know about a person, then you say who. If you want to know about the time, then you say when. If you want to know about the place, then you say where. And if you want to know specific details from a person or from a thing or from a situation, you say what. All right, so those are the WH question words. And the structure will always go the same. All right, so first all the time, every single time, this word is going to go at the beginning, okay, in questions. So what, where, when, who. Then the auxiliary, right? So when, do, or when, does. What is, or what are, all right? Then the noun or the pronoun, right? So what do you? What do you? Okay. What do you? Where is she? Right? Where is she? And then if this one, right, has a gerund, we add a verb, right? So if we have a verb, we add the verb. If we don't have a verb, we don't add any verb, right? So where do you work? Where do you work? Well, I work in, and then you say the name of the company, right? Where is she? Okay, she is in this other place. What is she playing? She's playing in this other place, right? So that's the structure. You're going to put always the WH word first, then the auxiliaries, and then the noun or the pronoun. If you have a verb, you add the verb. If you don't have a verb, you don't add a verb. And if you have a complement, you add the complement. If not, no need to add the complement, right? It's going to depend on what you want to say, all right? So that's important for us to have in mind, all right? So what, where, when, and who, okay? Those are the WH question words, all right? Okay, so we have an exercise here for you to try to complete it. Okay, we're going to choose the correct WH word according to the question. So it says, do you live? I live in Guatemala City. So who, what, when, or where? Remember, according to the answer, right, whether it's a place, a person, a time, or a specific situation, we are going to choose the word, right? So, do you live? I live in Guatemala City. Is your name? My name is Mark. Is he? He is my brother. And do you have your interview next Monday? Okay. So this topic is a little bit more complicated. So make sure to ask your questions if you have them. All right. Okay. So please go ahead and proceed answering your questions. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, important question. I don't know if we are going to have a continuity. Hopefully we will next semester, but everything depends on how things are managed, right? So hopefully they are going to open a new program next semester, right, in Cursos Libres. If they open a new program, for sure we're going to continue. If they don't open it, because for example, last year, one semester we didn't have classes, right? But then we opened a new course the semester after, right? So it depends. It depends. And you can communicate to Cursos Libres fan page, all right? So you can have access to more information. All right, okay. Let's see if you have questions. Okay. So where do you have a question? Yeah, or where do you write a question? That could be. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's the attitude. Nothing is impossible in this life. Very good. Uh-huh. All right. So the auxiliary goes right after the WH word. Okay. So the WH word goes first and then the auxiliary. Right. So what do you, or where does she, or when does he, right? Or where is she? What is your name? Right? And what is he doing? Where am I going? Right? So the auxiliary do, does, is, or am, they are always going to go right after the WH. Of course, we have exceptions, right? For example, What color? Ah, okay, what color? But then color is becoming part of this WH word, right? So what color is your car, right? So that will be an exception, but the structure that we need to apply is this one, right? If there are some exceptions in the process, we can like make the modifications, but this is the correct structure, right? First the WH, and then we add the auxiliary, and then the noun, the pronoun, and then the verb when we have it. Okay, all right. Let's see if we have more questions. Yes, which is one. We are not going to focus on that one because that requires a little bit more of explanation. But which is mostly to choose between two options. So you have to say, for example, which car is more expensive, for example, right? So which is, yes, a WH word, but we're not focusing on it right now. Okay. Who wants cake? Yes, yes, you can ask who wants cake, right? That wouldn't be like a, let's say like a normal structure of questions, right? But yeah, you can ask who wants cake. That's correct. Um, do or does are mostly going to be adding, let's say like the present quality to the verb. Right? That is what we use it. They don't have an actual translation, right? In Spanish, like they mean something specifically, they don't have it. What they do is to add the present, right? The present meaning to a question or to a sentence in negative. Of course, do means hacer, right? In Spanish, but it's not like you're applying, do you want this, that you're asking hacer algo, right? No, right? So it depends on what you're asking. Do and does being auxiliaries, they don't have like a specific meaning. They're just going to be like giving the sentence or the question the quality of present, right? So do you live with your parents, right? That's just a question that is not including hacer at any point, right? Because do and does are not going to have like a specific meaning in Spanish. You just need to apply them accordingly in the present. So they are going to give your sentence the present quality, let's say, right? That is what it's going to be. Okay, let's see. All right, so we are going to check the answers. The first one, where do you live exactly? Right, so I live in Guatemala City. Where? Because it's a place, right? No who, no what. It's a place. Where do you live? Then we have what is your name exactly? My name is Mark because that's a specific characteristic of this person, right? He's my brother. Who is he? Uh-huh. When? No, because we're not answering any time. Right? So when is he? No, that wouldn't make sense. Where is he? Yes, that would make sense, but not in relation to the answer because we are saying he is my brother, right? So where is he? He's my brother. Okay. No, that was like a misconnection, right? So where is he? Ah, he's in the gas station or he's in my house. Ah, that makes sense, right? But in this case, because we are answering he is my brother, only that, or we are just going to say who, right? So who is he? He's my brother. And next month, right? So where do you have your interview? Next Monday. Monday, right? Next Monday. So when? Because it's next Monday. Right? Where do you have your interview? Next Monday. No, right? Because we're talking about time, no place. Now, if you say, where do you have your interview? Oh, I have it in zone 11, or I have it in this building. Ah, where? But in this case, because we're answering next Monday, we're talking about time. So when, right? When will be the correct one. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay. All right, so some of you have not completely understood, but it's fine, right? Remember, you have to continue practicing. Okay, let's see. All right, how, which, whose, they are different. No, we're not going to check them in this course. Okay, where, okay, where is with E, right? Where, and who is different to why. Why is a different question word, but we're not going to check it today. Okay. Okay, I promise I'm going to be sending the material. All right. It's just that it's difficult for me to share it afterwards because this is the only free time I have, to be completely honest. But okay, I'm going to try my best. All right, so you can get the material, like my presentations. Okay, all right. So as you have no more questions, please remember, success is going to depend on how much you practice. All right. This was course number 1. We have more courses to come, first God, and there is a lot of more knowledge available for you in regards to your preparation. So please make sure to continue improving, right, on your own. Look for exercises, practice, review the lessons so that you are ready and that you can continue. If you like English, it shouldn't be any hard, right? If you don't like it that much, well, that could be a problem. But if you're here, I can say that you like it, right? So be prepared and be ready to continue learning on your own, okay? Important information that I need to share. Next weekend, next Saturday, we are going to have the final exam. What is coming in the final exam? Verb be, simple present, present progressive, WH question words, and of course, possessive adjectives. Okay, so all of this is coming in your final exam. Your final exam is 40 points. Partial 1 was 30 points. Partial 2, 30 points. Final exam, 40 points. After the final exam, on May 29th, I'm going to be posting the diplomas. Okay, so in Classroom, I post the diplomas. You have to look for yours. Okay, let's say like the administrative team, what they do is that they create a single PDF, okay, with all your names. So you have to look in the PDF for your own diploma. People who get 61 or more as the total are going to get a diploma. If you don't have 61 or more, you won't be receiving a diploma. Okay, and that is something that I want you to have really clear. The diploma is going to say participation only, right? It's not going to say you approved a course, no. It's going to say for participating in the course English 1 Masters of the Present. Okay, that is what it's going to say, participating. But you're only getting a diploma if you get 61 or more. If you didn't sum up 61, you're not going to get a diploma. Okay, that's important. But we're not here for the diplomas. We are here for the knowledge and the preparation, right? So I hope that you please study, continue practicing. I'm going to be posting material in Classroom so that you review WH question words and possessive adjectives, and also a little bit of verb be, simple present, present progressive. You have a lot of material in Classroom, so go and redo, right? Redo the same exercises you did 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, so you can have it fresh and you can continue learning and adding more to your information. As I said last class, this is the moment in which you take these free 30 minutes that you have, that we're not going to be connected directly in the live, so you can do your own sentences, so you can practice on your own, so you can say your sentences to yourself and also try to ask questions, try to apply it in more contexts so you can continue improving. Okay, so that is what we are expecting. I wish you the best. I really thank you for connecting to these 6 classes we had during these months. And everything is about effort. You know, I don't think anyone is going to get anything that we don't deserve. So if you have done your best and you have tried to learn and to continue, doesn't matter what, well, you're going to be um, getting the results of that effort. Okay, so we don't know if we're going to see each other again. Hopefully, if we do, we're going to do it face to face, not only through a live YouTube, but only God knows. So continue learning, do your best. And next week, we have the final exam. Don't forget, the final exam is going to be open from 11:30 to around 2:30. Okay, so you have time for you to complete it. It's not going to be really long, right? 40 questions, 1 point per question, and that's it, right? Okay, so if you have any additional questions, you can send them in the last form, all right? So that we can read your questions. If not, I wish you the best. Take care, and we'll see each other one day, hopefully. And if not, just make sure to continue learning. All right. So I'm going to give some minutes to see if some of you have any additional questions. If not, just continue practicing. And thank you for connecting to these 6 classes of English 1, Masters of the Present. All right. Continue learning and improving yourselves. All right. So let me just wait for a few minutes. If not, we're going to finish with the transmission. If you don't have questions, you can start leaving this live transmission, and we'll see in another opportunity. We'll see each other in a different opportunity. All right. Wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye. I don't have questions. Okay. All right. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. Well, in that case, take care, everyone. God bless you. See you around. Bye. Bye. Take care.